Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Martin here from Rip Kodiak. Your favorite Chad from Poland is back. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So, today, gentlemen, in today's video, we're going to talk about what no one tells you about being a good-looking man. And gentlemen, let's be real. We have all of these experts nowadays who think that they know what they're talking about, but they don't, okay? I'm speaking from experience here, okay? I'll live through a lot, and I can definitely teach you guys a few things about being a good-looking man. You know, the good and the bad. So, without further ado, let's get straight to the video, okay? So, first of all, point number one. You're going to get an insane amount of attention from men and women, you know? It's almost like people give you that celebrity energy wherever you go, honestly. At the store, at the workplace, at the gym, you know, being in the park, bro. Honestly, wherever you go, you're always going to catch people looking your way, you know, especially women, bro. Make no mistake about it. Even though I think a lot of women will pretend like they don't see you, but they do. They're gonna look your way, particularly when you're not looking. And you're not gonna know about it until like someone that you're with is gonna point it out to you. But anyway, that's a whole different story. But yeah, people will look your way. A lot of people will give you looks. Sometimes, you know, at times it gets really, really uncomfortable because people they give you that daring look. It's almost like they're attempting to suck your soul. Like, it's really, really difficult to explain. But women will do it a lot, especially with their boyfriends, with their husbands, bro. It happens anywhere, bro. Straight up. And it's almost like you're a celebrity in their eyes. Men, on the other hand, they're gonna give you that dreaded look. Like, they're gonna give you that look out of jealousy. You know, it's, bro, you can always tell if they're jealous of you. Straight up. They're gonna give you those dead eyes, you know, which is, you know, you can feel that energy just by looking at them, okay? And that's a real thing. Bro, you just have to get used to it. And after my glow up, man, it's only been harder and harder to deal with it. But bro, I'm used to it at this point. And it's gonna happen, you know, online, particularly in public. People will just look your way. And, you know, like, especially older people, like older women, bro, they're gonna look your way. They're gonna, you know, seize you up. They're gonna look you up and down. It's almost like they're trying to, see if you're, I don't know, better than their husband. I don't know. But yeah, it's a real thing. Which actually leads me to my next point, number 2. You're going to be met with a lot of polarized reactions when it comes to people. And I talked about this in depth on a lot of my older videos. I don't really talk a lot about it right now, but the thing is, guys, you're always going to receive a whole bunch of, extreme reactions. People are either going to like you a lot right off the get-go, or B, they're going to dislike you for no apparent reason. And this happens all the time. Like, the reaction you get from people, or men and women, is rarely going to be neutral. Never. It's always going to be to the extreme. Okay? Some guys, for instance, are going to be very, very cool with you. They're going to be your bros. They will try to be your friend. They will be super nice, super kind, and they will really put some effort in to be with you, you know. But you're also going to meet men who will just straight up resent you. They're always going to give you that tense energy. Like, they're gonna pull you down. They're gonna be mean to you for no reason. They're gonna some of them will pretend to be your friend in public or one-on-one, but as soon as you go out in public and you start talking to women or multiple people, they will always try to sabotage you. They will always try to find a little crack in your armor. They will attempt to humiliate you and embarrass you in public, which, I mean, they're not your friend. And the same thing with women. I feel like some women will go either way. Some women will just give you the chance, They're gonna, be with you right away, or they're just gonna not give it a chance, which is something I'm gonna talk about later. Okay, number 3, and this relates to women. Some women will actually reject you because you're too hot, you're too attractive, and they're gonna ignore you, bro. Yeah, I know this sounds so complicated. It sounds like I'm contradicting myself here, but that's how it is. Like, when you're attractive as a man, you're going to evoke a lot of polarized reactions with people. And yeah, I know this sounds so complicated. It sounds like, bro, it sounds like it makes no sense here, right? But some women will actually default to that reaction. Why? Guys, it goes back to what I talked about on my last video. It's a protection mechanism. It stems out of ego and jealousy and the fact that you're out of their league. They can't control you, which is really what it comes down to. Because most guys today, they're weak. They're not attractive. They have no self-control. They're emotionally weak. They're simps. They're beta males. They have no social skills, bro. And that's how it is. So, in other words, when women face you, bro, when they meet you, you're a different breed of a man. You're not comparable to the average man, okay? Which is why some women will attempt to play these games with you. They will ignore you on purpose, even though they really like you. Like, she would want you to go balls deep on her. She would want you to, rip her pants and, go full on, doggy style on her. Okay, I gotta watch my language here. Explicit content. Sorry, guys. But anyway, guys, some of these women will want you, but they will pretend like you're not important. They will delay their responses. They will test you purposefully. They will flirt with other men in front of you just to gauge your reaction. Okay, because they want to see if you're him. They want to see if you're made out of that cloth, which most guys are not. Okay, and you're going to be subject to it. And yeah, I mean, someone can say, "Oh yeah, but Martin, you're BSing here. If women ignore you, they don't like you, bro." No. Maybe if you're an average guy, yeah. Maybe if you're average in every single category. But if you're hot and you're attractive, and you're attractive, you're confident, you put your head up, you walk straight, and you're unbothered by people, bro, she's gonna test you. She's gonna usually take that route because she's unsure about you. And she wants to stand out, which is really what it comes down to. She wants to stand out, and she wants to be different. She wants to be seen different in your eyes, okay? Because, bro, let's face it, most women know that if you're attractive, you're going to get a lot of reactions from women. A lot of women will look your way. She knows it already, okay? Number 4, and this is a perfect little segue here. Some women will actually make it way too easy for you. Okay, which is the complete opposite of what I just talked about. And I usually find that it's usually 50-50 when it comes to this. Some women will make it very, very easy. They'll make it super easy, bro. They're not going to give you any roadblocks. No, they're not going to give you any resistance. They're not going to, make you go through all these hoops. Bro, hell nah. Bro, sometimes I'll laugh when it comes to it because I'm like, hey, it's just so obvious, bro. But that's what happens when you're attractive. You're going to evoke a lot of extreme reactions, it's like when you have a little spectrum, it's they're always going to be on the polar opposites, which is a real thing. So the bottom line is this: some women will make it so obvious to you. They will flirt in front of you. Some of them will actually approach you. And I find that, especially on dating apps and on social media, most of the women that will, make that first move on you, they're below you, bro. They're out of your league. You're way higher than them. They're below you, bro. And okay, let me put that back. I was approached by one girl not too long ago on a dating app, and she was smoking hot, bro. Okay, she was on my level. And bro, that's that happens once in a blue moon. Okay, or maybe Or maybe it's because I'm living, or maybe it's because of my geography. Because right now I'm based in Poland, and I used to live in Norway for most of my life. So maybe it's because my scope is very limited. I haven't really talked to that many people in my life. Maybe it's different with, I don't know, with American women, with French women, with, Asian women, with Latin women. I'm sure it's very different. Because, I mean, like, they have different norms. They have different ways of behaving. So, yeah, that's how it is. Like, some women will just make it so blatantly obvious to you. They will, even though, like, especially I find, like, especially these women who have boyfriends and women who are, quote unquote, in relationships, bro, they will, push they're going to push that line. They're going to go they're going to go above and beyond just to be with you. They're going to cross that line, in which, bro, honestly, obviously you might smash, but you're not going to, like, look at her in the same light, because she's a different girl now. Like, she's cheating on her boyfriend with you, right? And it's just so bananas to me. Like, I know that she's probably, she's out for the streets. She may be good for a one-night stand or for a little, hump here, but she's not quality material. So yeah, some of these women will make it so easy for you. They're going to start touching you. They're going to, like, get super, super close to you. They're going to stand, like, unnecessarily close to you, like, right off the bat. Like, you've literally been talking to this chick for 2 to 3 minutes, and she's, already being so aggressive with it. So that's my point. You're going to, like, it's always going to be one of the extremes. That's how it is. It's rarely going to be neutral with women. Same thing with men. Okay? Number 5. You're bro, and this is a big one. And this is something that happened to me when I was younger, but I never really paid attention to it. But now it makes complete sense. Guys, when you're attractive as a man, you're going to be criticized a lot. People will, men and women, okay? Let me just, give it a caveat. Like, you're always going to, like, be scrutinized for no reason. Especially when it comes to your family members, when it comes to, like, the workplace. Bro, okay, that's a whole different ballgame. Especially when it comes to your managers and people who are, quote unquote, above you. They're always going to find a way to find a little leak in your pipe. They're always going to, like, find a crack in your armor. Even though you could be the best performer, bro. Like, you're performing, you're breaking the company records, you're at the top, you're smashing everything, bro. But people will just, like, I don't know if it stems out of ego, or if it's insecurity, or if it's jealousy. I don't know. Or if they're trying to be authoritarian. I don't know, honestly. Like, I was never that way. Okay, and for the record, I'm not saying that you shouldn't accept criticism, because that's a different thing. I'm talking about, when they're always trying to find that, bad side about you, or they're going to point to your mistakes. They're going to point it out to you all the time, or your past mistakes, bro, from years ago, your friends or people who you think are your friends. And this is going to happen, bro. People always, like, go back to that behavior. They're going to try to jeopardize you. They're going to try to, like, sabotage your progress, which is not cool in my eyes. But that's how it is. Like, people will always try to, like, put you down. And you're not going to hear this anywhere else, man. I'm telling you. And I'm speaking from experience here. Like, we attractive men, especially men, like women, like, I know, guys, okay, I know that women face a lot of criticism as well. Like, beautiful women, they get a lot of hate. Like, a lot of these women, especially if she's older and she has kids and she's in phenomenal shape and she's really hot, women will also try to, like, jeopardize her progress. They're gonna shame her. They're gonna, they're gonna create all these stories about her. And that's how it is, bro. And the same thing applies to you, bro. People will, like, always try to, like, pull you down, bro. Seriously. And you're just got to get used to it. Even though you're a good guy, you're trying to be friendly, you're You're not condescending. You're not gossiping. You're not, being mean. You're not trying to put people down. Bro, nah, that's irrelevant. People will always focus on your looks. Okay? Okay, and last but not least, and this has to be talked about, and again, you're not going to hear this, anywhere, honestly. You're going to be lonely as an attractive man. Yeah, okay? You may have a lot of people who are around you. You may have a lot of, orbiters and a lot of people who want to use you for your attention because you're hot, okay? You raise the bar for a lot of people. Because you're a status symbol, right? Especially for men and women. So you're going to, and I talked about this in depth on some of my previous videos. But yeah, guys, the point is, people will use you for your attention because you're hot, you're attractive, and you're going to give people a lot of looks. Especially women. Some women will use you for your attention or validation because it's she knows you're hot, and that's a huge ego boost for her. Same thing with men. When men are around you, especially if they're way, way below your league, bro, they're only going to commiserate with you, or they're going to be in your vicinity just because you're hot, okay? And they know they're going to get a lot of attention from other women. Okay, that's how it is. And you also can't be vulnerable about your problems when you're hot. You can't. People will think that you're humble bragging. People will think that you're seeking attention and that you're shallow and that you're egoistical. Just laying it here, just like how I'm laying it for you guys here. So I'm kind of lost here. But yeah, that's the point. So let's just lay it on the line. You can't talk about your problems. You can't be vulnerable because people think you're seeking attention and that you're not confident and that you're humble bragging. But it's not it. So yeah, you're going to have a hard time with making real, authentic connections with other men. But it's possible. I have at least one friend in my life who's really, really good. He's a good guy. And I could also plug one other guy here, but that's pretty much it. And I talk to a lot of people. It's not like I'm some nerd or I'm some kind of loner or I'm antisocial. No, hell no. I love talking to people. But yeah, guys, to sum it all up, yeah, just accept it for what it is. And don't let all these, hyenas and all these ticks phase you. You have to be in your frame. Be confident and be the man at all times. Because, bro, it's the crabs in the bucket mentality. People will always try to find that little, crack in your armor. That little hole, okay? But yeah, don't let them put him down. Don't let them put you down, man. Okay? So, that's about it. It was all beans. Thank you so much for watching. And I wish you all a beautiful day. Stay strong.